Hello there, and welcome to my second channel. So if you came over to this channel from my last What the Fuck News that I just recently posted, hello, welcome. And in case you're wondering like what I'm doing on this channel, what this channel is going to be about, really all it is just kind of a place for me to dump videos like this, or just put up shit that like I wouldn't normally put on my other channel, and you know, maybe potentially we could get monetized on this channel, which would be nuts. So the reason I wanted to make this video in particular was to talk about something that I wanted to do with my What the Fuck News series, and kind of try to get your guys' feedback on what you guys like and what you feel about if I was to make any potential changes for that series. So what am I talking about? So a while ago you guys might remember that I made a What the Fuck News deep dive on Jilly Juice, which is still to this day one of my favorite What the Fuck Newses that I've done. I was able to interview a now really good friend of mine, Jeff Holiday, about Jilly Juice. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that video, and it was obviously different than the other What the Fuck News that I've ever done because it only focused on one story. If you guys don't remember, when I started What the Fuck News on Shane's channel, I actually did 5 topics per video, and that was like weekly, and it was hell. I mean, I did it because I enjoyed it. I loved, you know, being on Shane's channel and the exposure and all of that. It was wonderful, but it was a lot, and it really only gave me an opportunity to make a few jokes at most about each of the topics. So when I had the chance to move it to my channel, I wanted to change it up and only do like 3 topics. So that's sort of how the format has been for years now, is like I will pick 3 topics, and then each one of those topics I'll try to get at least somewhat deep into, and have different jokes and opinions and skits that I do on each one of those topics. So that's sort of how the format has been on this channel, is I'll usually pick 3 topics, and the problem with picking 3 topics is usually I will always make sure that they're engaging kind of mainstream news now, at least one of them, so that it's kind of like the clickbaity, you know, come and watch this video. And then the other 2 are generally kind of just weird news that I'll just find some random thing, like guy fucks a tree, or like, you know, something weird like that, which is kind of how What the Fuck News started as. So the question I wanted to pose for you guys is, what do you personally like to watch when you're watching a What the Fuck News? Do you like when I go hard into one topic? Do you like when there's multiple topics? And when I say multiple, I mean 3 to 5. And you know, obviously I love doing What the Fuck News like that, but the problem with that is that it usually takes me like a month to find good enough stories to talk about, because in like, you know, a couple weeks period, there's really not that much like interesting shit to talk about. So if I were to make a What the Fuck News in a couple of weeks, it wouldn't be good. And the thing that I will make sure that I always do with these videos is that I never sacrifice quality. But the problem with 3 stories or 5 stories is that, again, it takes me a long time to find good enough stories to talk about. So that got me thinking, what if I only did 1 topic per What the Fuck News, and that would allow for the title and the thumbnail to represent just that one story, right? There would be less time in between What the Fuck News videos because there would just be 1 topic. And another thing about What the Fuck News is, like, anytime I do a What the Fuck News, the intro is the weird side of the news that you guys might have missed in the last month since I've seen you, or however long it's been. And so there's comments that I'll get saying like, oh, this is old news, or even if there's not comments, people won't click on an old news story, even if it's a new video. Do you see what I'm saying? And so if I focus on 1 topic, it'll allow me to make them quicker, which will then make the news that I'm talking about more relevant in them, so that it will get more people watching it. I guess another pro about talking about 1 topic is it would actually open up more sponsors, because I could potentially get these videos out faster, which would then mean more sponsors. And also, YouTube algorithm really likes when you post more videos. So it would also have a higher chance that I'd be monetized one of those videos, yeah? No, that wouldn't happen. So yeah, I guess the whole reason I'm bringing this up is to ask you guys what you like, because ultimately, you know, I know what makes sense to me and shit like that, but ultimately if you guys decide that it's better to be one way or another, I will obviously listen to your guys' feedback, because I do this because A, I enjoy it, but also B, it's my job, and I like, you know, this sounds weird, I like pleasing you guys. I might, you know what I mean though, like I like doing things that other people like to see from me. So yeah, I just kind of want to know your guys' preferences on all of that shit. And again, no matter what the outcome with this is, I'm still going to be continuing these videos. I'm still going to be pushing the quality of them to make sure that I'm never sacrificing that. Anywho, I'm going to go and probably eat some ramen and watch Game of Thrones for the 300th time because I like to just rewatch a bunch of shit. So that said, guys, if you would like to subscribe here on my second channel, I really don't know what I'm going to be posting on here. It's just going to be kind of random, whatever comes to mind. There might be some fucking series or shit that happens on this channel that doesn't happen on the other one. So yeah, subscribe, and I will see you next time, and fair winds, everyone.